Welcome to the VENSON bass contact instrument. We can see here all the notes that have been played, and the red ones are the articulations and the green ones are the frets. We have two presets, one for frets and one for individual strings. The green ones will determine if you will play open strings or the fret 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to 12. The idea behind it, the guitar is tuned every 4 notes. That means 3 notes are being played on one string, and then we go down and the next note will be on the string beneath it. For instance, E, F, G, and A, which is supposed to be on fret number 5, will be on fret 0 on string number 3. So if you want to choose a certain note, you can choose it between the 3 notes that are on the strings. That means if you want to play A on string number 4, you can select fret number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and they all will give you A on string number 4. Same goes to fret 12. If you want to play this E and not that E on string number 2, you can select between the 3 notes that you want. That means you can choose it on fret number 12, and you will have on the same string 3 more notes. Or you can select it on the 11th, and you have more notes, 10th, all the way to the 8th, fret number 8. All of them will give you the E note on the E string. Let's see it in notes. If we select a fret, let's say number 3, and we will play G, A, B, it will all be on string number 4. The next note, the C, will go down one string, and the C, D, E will be at the same string, and the F will be on the next string. F, G, A will be on the same string, and A sharp and above will all play on the G string. In this way, you can select any string and any fret just by knowing where it is. So let's say if you want string number 7, the notes on string number 4 will be B, C, D, and D sharp. And on string number 3 will be E, F, G, G sharp. And on the D string, it will be A, B, C, and C sharp. On the first string, there will be all the other notes. So here, because you are playing the notes straight, the frets will determine where you are going to play on the fretboard. The frets are the green ones, and the articulations are the red ones. You have another file, which is the individual strings. And here you can choose between string number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the articulations are the same. So you can play as many notes as you want on the same string, and then change the strings according to whatever notes you're going to play. So you can decide if you want the 12 frets or the individual strings. Because the individual strings are better understood, we will go back to the 12 frets. Now let's see the part that I'm playing. Between C1 and C2, we choose the frets. And between E2 to C3, we choose the articulation. Here we can see we chose fret number 2 because this is open, 1 and 2. You can see here fret open, open strings, fret number 1 and fret number 2. So E flat 1 is basically fret number 2. And if we will zoom out, we can see that we chose all the way to here, bar number 19, to play it on fret number 2. On bar number 19, we chose to play it on open string. Sorry, the articulations are between -1 to 0, and the frets are between E0 to C1. So if we choose this note, as we can see here, this note is the long string. The articulation are long, hammer on, pull off, mute. Half a step up to the note that we are playing, half a step down to the note that we are playing, one step up to the note that we are playing, and one step down to the note that we are playing, and the slap. So let's see what we wrote here. We chose the long one to play those notes. And here we chose B, and B on the articulation is 1 down. So this one will play 1 down. Let's hear it. I will choose the articulation and let's hear it. It will play 1 down from the note above it to the note I'm playing. So I'm playing G, it will play A to G. Here we chose the long one again, so those two will play long. All the way to this one. And because the notes that are affected by the articulation are the notes that come after the articulation note. Even though it comes in the middle of the note, it would not change the note because the note is starting from here. So it will change the note after the articulation note. So those two will become 1 down again. Let's hear it. And this one may or may not be the long one, because sometimes if we will not put the notes before, it may or may not change the articulation. Depends on the speed, depends on how many notes being played. You should always start before it to make sure that it will change the note that you want. So now it will change it to long, back to long again. So let's hear it. Again, long, 1 down, long, 1 down, long. Let's solo it. And as we can see here, all of those are long. And this one is slap. So let's hear it. Let's select the long one first. So this one is slap. and then it goes back to long, one down to the note that we are playing, that means A to G, and long. Again, slap. And here, we change it to open string. Let's hear it before. The only difference is here we chose the A, which is one up for that note. As we can see, A, this is one up. So it will play F to G. This is it. This is the part that is being played. Those are the articulation. I didn't use all the articulations here, but we basically understand what the VENSON bass can do. Let's hear it from the start.